Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's reading, we're doing How Are You Shocking the World? And we have here three beautiful piles. Pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Please pause the video if needed. Let's go. So for my viewers that picked pile number 1, let's find out how are you shocking the world. And oh my god, Libra, Pisces, Gemini. Oh my god. The color red. Heart chakra. Lilith and your moon. Oh my god. Why am I getting attacked with messages? Someone feels attacked as well by you. I feel like people are shocked by your standoffish energy right now. Is someone in their queen bee, let me check that right there, type of energy? Pile number 1, ooh. A way to stand up. Ooh. I don't know. I really get like a big shy type of energy, but like more towards the past with you. Maybe you could be the type of person that you could think a lot about things in the past and get really upset at yourself because maybe you didn't defend yourself, or maybe you would have been like, or maybe you're like, well, I should have done that, or I would have done this, or I da 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 da. But I'm getting a message like, don't be so hard on yourself, because honestly, you reacted in the right way. Because I don't know what it is, but it's like, sometimes we do that where we're like, I wish I would have said that back. I wish I would have done that. But maybe if you would have reacted, or you would have said something, or you would have done something, maybe you would have gotten in the way of that person's karma or their lesson, okay? Because a lot of people, you know, I always say karma, but some people don't believe in karma. And that's a real thing. A lot of people don't believe in karma. But hey, what are we gonna do? People are shocked by this new way of you living. Ooh. People are shocked because you're moving like very hot and cold. It's giving mixed signals, pile number 1. It's giving mixed signals. Are you playing the game? What did they do to you, pile number 1? But I love it. Hey, you know why I love this? Because you know exactly who to do this to. I feel like you give people like a fair playing ground. You know, you respect it. You just come with your 100% heart for people, and it's like a scoreboard. If you ever took the SAT in America, it's like, right? You start with like a perfect score, and every time you get something wrong, it's like minus. Okay. Why are you shocking people? Because people feel like you're moving in that sort of way. Like, basically, you're giving very much like, every time someone does something or rubs you the wrong way or gives you like a hint of like just a bad feeling, it's just minus with you. Like, maybe you used to text that person every morning, hey, how you been? Now you don't do that. Maybe you used to pick up the trash for your neighbor, but then realize that they wouldn't do the same for you, so minus that. You know what I mean? It's like, and it's hot and cold because it's like, you would think that pile number 1 is mad at you and pile number 1 wants nothing to do with you, but then there they go. Hello, how are you? But wait a minute. I thought that they didn't take out my trash because they didn't want to talk to me anymore. You know what I mean? It's like, I thought they stopped texting me because they didn't want to be my friend anymore, but today I saw them and they were smiling and waving at me. I heard not taking things personally. Ooh, pile number 1, you got people going crazy. 5 of Wands. I keep forgetting to show you guys the cards because I just look at the cards and I make my movie. But we have here the Strength, and then we have here the Eight of Pentacles. So it's working out. Listen, people are shocked at your work ethic. You know, some of you guys are bringing your A game when it comes to work. Let's just say, sweetie, you're eating them up at work. Okay, you're doing what you got to do. You're getting on schedule. Maybe you had like a moment you were going through a lot, right? You were going through a lot at work, and maybe you started to like come late or like be lost, or you're just not sure what to do because maybe you were new, but now you're eating up the game at work, and that's shocking the world, shocking the people. And you know, the topic of this reading is all about the world, but like I'm definitely incorporating people from the past, enemies. It's just the world. Spirit guides, you know what I mean? The world. So the way you're shocking the world is with this hot and cold energy. I feel like you're commanding more respect with the Queen of Swords. Oh yeah, I just love groups with boundaries. Like, it's just so beautiful. Okay, so with the Wheel next to the Six of Pentacles, there's a change in what and how you give. Maybe like how you give yourself to others, like what you give. So maybe you're shocking people because you're not really giving anymore. Not that giving. I feel like it's giving equal give and take, and maybe there was a point in your life where you used to do too much. Okay, so I'm getting the cookie image. All right, so back when I was in school, there was this girl that she had this friend, right? But we were all friends, whatever. And please stay. It's just an example of something. Okay, let's just call this girl Amy, whatever. This is made up name, school, right? So Amy had another friend named, let's say, Jennifer. Jennifer, me, and Amy were friends. You know, we would be friends. There were other people that were friends in the group. But Amy had this thing, like this habit of bringing cookies for Jennifer every day. Like, from Monday to Friday, Amy would take money from their allowance and buy Jennifer cookies every morning. Every single morning. And I would be like, yo, I wish I had a friend like that. Like, hey, we were friends, but I figured that they were closer just because, you know, the way Amy would just bow down, because to me that was like bowing down. Like, you're literally taking money from your allowance, what your parents are giving you, and you're buying your friend cookies every day for nothing in return, because it wasn't like Jennifer was getting them anything, you know. Jennifer wasn't even, you know, sharing or giving them anything. Like, I swear to God, like, true story. But it's like you were Amy with people, like, that you constantly like gave, even when they didn't deserve it, even when, you know, they wouldn't give you nothing back. Like, just out of just doing it, you felt like maybe you had to like overplease, overcompensate. Maybe you grew up with parents that, you know, nothing was ever enough. I also heard like Asian parents as well, like maybe like everything you just had to overachieve, and it just still wasn't enough. Like, oh, you could do better. And maybe you felt like to be loved you had to like do a lot. But if that doesn't resonate with your childhood, just cross that out, okay? But back to it, you were like an Amy, just unnecessarily doing things for people like all the time, and I don't think it was appreciated. I don't think it was valued or anything. And I feel like what's a shocker now, you know, it's just that you're giving less, okay? And if you are still giving, you're giving because you want to, not because you feel like it's an obligation, okay? And it's like the moment you stop doing that, I feel like people realize right away, okay? People figured there was something wrong. So you're shocking the world with this new approach, this new attitude, this less giving. And listen, this doesn't only have to be with friends and family. It could literally be with coworkers. Like, if you have this thing where you're always buying your coworker coffee, you're just stopping, okay? And, you know, it's just like people are realizing those little things that you're doing, but it's really hard for them to take it personal because you're not really attacking them. Okay, so people are being shocked by this new energy, this new attitude. I feel like with the Strength, it's also showing your strength. It's also showing that you do have a backbone, because I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but it's like, I feel like you used to come for people. You used to come towards people or like do things for people like out of the kindness of your heart, because you loved them, because you really cared for them. But it kind of made you look like you didn't have a backbone, or like you was just a little weak. I feel like a lot of the things that you would do for others, a lot of people would be like, I would never. Yeah. Okay, so let's get more energy on this. All right. How is my pile number one shocking the world? How is my pile number one shocking the world? How is my pile number one? And again, guys, like some of you guys here have kids, grown kids. That can also even be with your kids. Like maybe you used to always do something and you just like stop. Just shocking the world, you know? Just a lot of things that you used to do that made people kind of think that maybe you were just doing too much. Okay? And it's like people will tell you that you're doing too much while also squeezing the life out of you. You know what I mean? Like I will definitely see that. Or people saying, oh yeah, they're definitely taking advantage of you, but they are too. You know what I mean? You're shocking the world with like this new relationship that you have. Maybe you have like a really cool connection right now. You're starting to date somebody. You just moved on from a divorce and you're shocking people because it's like, wow, like maybe something about you felt like you was never gonna believe in love again. I don't know what happened here. Something real messy with the Magician in reverse. I'll say like double the trouble. Like I was gonna say double homicide because I feel like maybe this person cheated and then also cheated on somebody that you knew with. Oh my god. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. That's horrible. Ace of Wands upright. People are shocked with this new mental growth as well. Also, pile number one. You're stepping up your game when it comes to dressing and like, you know, the way you present yourself to the world. Like you're probably like really taking care of yourself right now. Guys, like you always, if you want to feel good about yourself, if you want to eat the world up, just dress to impress every day. Like I just always recommend that for anybody, especially if you're suffering with self-esteem issues. Okay, so you're shocking the world right now with some sort of creative expression. That's what I'm getting, like creative expression, whether it's like through makeup, through like clothing, through something that looks good, that's like really pleasing with, like, you know, pleasing in the eyes. All right, that's what I try to say. But yeah, there's something that you went through that was very heartbreaking. And hey, if this wasn't a relationship, it could have been like another person's relationship. Maybe your parents' divorce. Something that maybe, you know, people probably felt like you weren't going to get over or something like that. It could even also be like an addiction. Okay, like I heard like, you know, maybe like pills or something like that. If you did go through any addiction, like people are shocked that you even like got out of it, right? Like you kind of like overcame that. And again, the strength card popping up again in my face is like, you know, there's a lot of things also that you have overcome that people felt like you couldn't overcome at all. And that's how you're shocking the world. Okay. And don't ever let your past make you feel guilty, okay? Don't ever let your past make you overcompensate for who you are now. The way you show up in the world today, right now, as we speak, as you are watching this video, is the only time that matters and that counts, okay? Don't let your past haunt you, okay? Certified, haunted by the past type of person right here. Don't do that. Don't do that. You know why? Because it's like, think about every time you haunt yourself with something that has to do with the past, just think about it as eating shit. Okay? Oh my god, I don't want to curse. But just imagine yourself just eating a pile of dookie, and like you're just gonna keep eating dookie every time you think about the past. And it's just like, why fill yourself up with all that junk when you could just literally like start manifesting and start thinking about the things that you really, really want to happen now in your life, right? Okay? Because every time we're thinking about the past and what haunts us, we're kind of calling it. We're kind of calling it. And I realized that, okay? I realized that throughout the years that you're just constantly going to call it. And so, yeah. Pile number one, I also feel like you would be attracted to two. So go to two if you're, like, interested. All right. Something about being rude. You're shocking people with being rude. I don't know if you're just, like, more rude with your tone, more rude with your with the way you say things. Okay. I don't know, spirit is kind of saying like watch it a little bit, but also don't let others play with you, because that's literally you know, when people feel like you're overly nice, or you wouldn't say something, or you wouldn't stand up for yourself, that's when people will take advantage more. So again, maybe you feel like you have a lot to, I don't know, like you feel like you have to do or extra or come up extra nice or extra respectful, maybe because something happened in your past or because of some sort of guilt. Let it go. And don't let people play with you. Okay, you are not who you were, and who gives a, okay? Because I don't. Nobody does. All right. And let me tell you something about the world. You might be struggling with thinking about things from your past that make you feel super guilty or whatnot, or super bad about yourself and your self-esteem, or how you didn't come up for yourself, or how you didn't defend yourself. But in this world, we have people that have more guilt about other things that are worse than whatever guilt you'll ever have, okay? And just know that right there, okay? And you're not a time machine. You don't have to go back constantly and check yourself about something that already happened. You don't. You don't deserve that, okay? Let's see here. Any last messages on how is my pile number one shock in the world? How is my pile number one shock in the world? Page of Swords. Every time I see the Page of Swords, I just think about somebody very selfish, somebody just in their groove, in their moment. Like, she's literally reading a book while also holding an umbrella. I mean, not like a balloon. And it's like, how can this person have space in their freaking mind or in their hands to juggle or do anything else for somebody else? All right? So people are shocked by the way that you're focused on your own business, okay? You're focused on your own business, your own plans, your own, you know, just not worried about them. And with the Six of Cups upright, it just gives that beautiful energy. Eight of Cups, that beautiful balance. It's a beautiful balance. Why do I say that? Because I'm not saying that you're completely selfish. You're still there for the people you love. You're still there for people that appreciate you. But it's like you're honoring yourself more by placing small boundaries and by making sure that you're not overdoing it in other people's lives, right? So yeah, that's all for today. Thank you so much for clicking on this reading. Bye, guys. So for the viewers that picked pile number 2, let's find out, how are you shocking the world? And I don't know why I heard red lipstick. I don't know if somebody's incorporating red lipsticks, matte lipsticks, dark lipsticks. Or people are shocked that, you know, maybe you like women with dark makeup. Like dark eyes and dark lips and dark clothes. Let's see here. Let's see here. How is my pile number 2 shocking the world? How is my pile number 2 shocking the world? How is my pile number 2 shocking the world? This one could be a little bit confusing, pile number 2. And that's how you're shocking the world right now. You are confusing a lot of people. I see that a lot of you guys are in a very happy moment in your lives. I know, you know, I know things are not always perfect, but this is a very happy chapter for some of you guys. And I feel like what's shocking people is that you're not bragging about it. It's like you're not being open about it. You're not constantly posting about it, or, you know, throwing it in people's faces, or, you know, yelling it to the world. You know, I just got married. I just got my new home. I just got a new job. I just built my new business. I just got famous. I don't know. You are literally embodying something that people feel like, or you're living, not embodying, but it could also be embodying. You're living something where people feel like you should be very happy and excited. Very happy and excited. They know this that it was probably not easy with the Ten of Wands. They're pretty sure that it's not easy. Whatever it is that is a happy moment now, or what you've gone through wasn't easy. But they're very surprised that you're not just, throwing it in everyone's face. They're surprised that, you're not making up for it. You're just not really making a big deal about it, right? Why do I feel like someone else is shocked by the way someone else is reacting to this happiness? People are shocked by the way how someone in particular in your life is reacting to something that happened to your life. Like, it seems like somebody wants to do the same thing, or they want to copy, or they just want to make it about themselves, and people are very shocked about that. It's like somebody around you. Okay, let's say that you just got into the newspaper business, right? Let's just say that. Somebody around you that probably was never even thinking about newspaper, just never really cared about newspaper, and all of a sudden they care about newspaper. Okay, so the way you're shocking the world is that you're literally being like a blueprint for other people, or like other people are trying to literally be like you in regards to this whole good news or good chapter or new thing going on. People are also, the world is shocked by also how many friends you have, or people that really support you and love you. Okay, you're shocking the world with that. All right, maybe people felt like you didn't have anyone. Sorry. People sometimes really think like that. Um, People are shocked at how many people actually support you or came to support you for something. Why do I feel like maybe there was some sort of celebration that had to do with you, and like the people that you expected to be there didn't go, and maybe they felt like, everything was gonna be ruined because they weren't there, or because, I don't know, maybe I feel like there was certain people in your life that felt like they were more important than they actually were. And for you it was just more like a little sediment, a little pebble on the road, like, who cares? Next, you know what I mean? Like, who cares that these people didn't come? I'm not gonna ruin my day. Okay, and it doesn't even have to be about people coming, but it could also be people that didn't congratulate you. So people could have probably felt like you took it personal that someone didn't congratulate you, but then when they saw how much people actually supported you, it was like, ooh, you know what I mean? Like, whatever, right? Whatever. And so, yeah, it's just very funny to me. Pile number two. I really get like Empress with you. Like, I really get like high status with you, right? And you know, and I don't know why this is coming through for me, but maybe it's a common theme in your life where you're so okay. So you might feel a little bit insecure about this, but look, I'm gonna really make your day. I'm gonna make your day. Why? Because I just discovered something about you. Okay, so this is the thing. You've probably felt like every time you let people go to the next level, whether it's like family, friends, lovers, you basically the next level is like closer to your heart, like closer to your inner. It's like they almost always somehow disappoint you or make you feel like you're the loser, right? But listen. They can't believe it that you're even considering them. That's what it is. Like, they can't believe that you're even considering them. That's the problem. So you think that people fall back about you because They might think you're not a big deal, but it's literally the opposite. You're so high status, it's almost intimidating to be in your inner circle. It's like, oh my God, I have to bring my A game. Oh my God, this person is too cool for me. You know what I mean? Like, it's that vibe. So you might feel like, okay, well, why people always act like that towards me? And it's just the simple fact as they don't even feel that important, okay, to even be deserving to be in your circle, okay, or to be in your life, or to be your lover, or to be your friend, okay? So the way you shock people is how much you don't really, how much love you actually receive from a lot of people, okay? How many people actually like you? Because not only do you give this high status vibe, it's just like there has to be something wrong with them. They have to have problems with people. Someone can't just look, smell, be perfect. You know what I mean? It's almost like your energy is it's just too bright to catch. And I don't mean to gas you like that, but you gotta stop feeling like maybe you're the problem. I say there is a problem. And the problem is that people have a problem every time you come around. You know what I mean? And don't take it personal, but you might have people in your life that you don't really consider as special. Maybe you just consider yourself special, or like, really close family member or whatever. But just know that just making people feel special in your life is a problem, because some people don't feel special within themselves to be considered special from you. Oh, please. And let me tell you something. And if someone in your life feels too comfortable in that position and doesn't even, try to back up a little bit, it could be envy. So watch it. It could be not a good thing. You know what I mean? I feel like your closest people, they know space. I don't know how to explain it. Let's see here. How is my polymer 2 shocking the world? Specific messages only. Let's see here. How is my polymer 2 shocking the world? Oh my God, I keep getting the color red. Oh my God. I don't know if your nails are red, or you look good in red, or your name is red. People are shocked at your willingness to move forward. I'm not gonna lie, I told you, people be finding the problem. People be trying to throw the problem. People be trying to be the problem. Because maybe they view you as a problem, but you're not a problem. They just view that, okay, sometimes. And the way you're shocking the world is just the cards you were dealt with, okay, and how you still come on top. It's like, even with the cards you're dealt with, you still come on top. Even with people's opinions and what they think and what they think you should do and how you should live your life and na. You always come on top. Part number 2, it's not your fault that you're so important. It's not your fault that you are so great, okay? Give yourself a break. How about that? All right, instead of thinking that maybe there's something wrong with me. No. Maybe there's something wrong with how great you are that you just can't explain it, right? Oh my God. Pile number 2, I really hope this is my pile because Excuse me? But Pal 2, people are shocked at your beauty. Ah, yes. Oh my God. Pal number 2, you're good looking. Okay, I'm not going to say nothing else. You're good looking. I'm gonna give you those cards right there. Good looking, devil card, Queen of Wands. Good looking, and people are shocked. Okay, maybe you weren't always that stunning, right? You wasn't always stunning. But that heart was. Aww. Let me tell y'all something. Scientifically proven. If you have a good heart, you will eventually be very good looking. I'm telling you, the heart plays with the soul and the soul plays with the physical. Let me tell you another thing. And if you feel like, oh, well, that would never happen. Yes, it would. But it will probably take part with your kids. Okay? Your kids will be very good looking as well. Okay? If you have a good heart. I've seen it. Ugh, I've seen it happen all the time. Okay? I've seen it. Oh, man. But problem number 2, the soul is matching the heart, and the heart is matching the face, the body. You just look so great. And maybe, I don't know why I feel like maybe there's something in your life that should be very stressful, which people don't understand. You know, people think that you shouldn't look that good, but you're looking good. You're looking great, bro. You're looking good. People are shocked by how much you don't try, but you get by. And listen. This could be total BS. Why? Because you might be such a workaholic. You might work a lot, and people feel like you don't. People feel like life is so easy for this bitch. Why? Problem number 2, it's not your fault that your life is also, well, your life also looks great. You know what I mean? It's not your fault. Okay, people are shocked because they don't understand how things just work out. And another thing that's shocking the heck out of people is that they don't understand how your looks is helping you live a great life. Why? Oh my God, they gotta blame it on something. Whether it's your swag or the way you look, you know, it's like, you know, that's what got them the job. That's what got them that house. That's what got them that stunning marriage. It had to be that. It had to be that, their hair color. It had to be the way that they could move that muscle up and down. Okay. So, people are shocked of how great your life turned out to be. I don't know what you used to do. I don't know if you gang pang. I don't know what you used to do, but, you know, this is a judgment-free zone, okay? But it could have been anything that would be looked down upon. And if it was not really that looked down upon, you could have been looking down. You know, people could have looked down on you. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you could have been the child that people were like, I don't want my children playing with them. I don't want my kids around that person. I don't want my kids around that kid right there. Oh, no. Oh, my God. What a bad influence. I would never let my kids play with them. You know what I mean? Like, you could have been that child. You could have been that child that people didn't want you to be around their children. Okay? Let me know in the comments. And it's almost like the more that they look down on you, the more you leveled up, the more you elevated, the more it came for you. And you know what? People don't understand that. The more you look down on someone, the more God will rise them up in front of you. And that's if you believe in God. Okay, because it goes with the universe or spirit or, you know, whatever you might believe in. But power number 2, it's almost like your life is a reflection, an opposite reflection of what some people felt like you would never be. How dare they? The devil. It's like they feel like you worked through something. Hallelujah, they got saved. Good for them. They got saved. There was nothing wrong with them in the beginning. There was nothing wrong with them in the first place. But I feel like your life shocks people. Ooh, your life shocked the world. Your new attitude shocked the world. I don't know. I'm getting some toxicity here, though. Maybe you were toxic. Maybe they felt like you were toxic. Or maybe you just got blamed for a lot of things that you didn't do. Or who they thought you were. But you worked through those rumors. It's like you worked through the chapter of all the bad things people thought and said about you and what you did. You got out of that cloud to the Queen of Pentacles. And the Knight of Wands, people are shocked because they can't find the lie in it. They cannot find the lie within the Queen of Pentacles. And going back to the beginning, if you were so or such or whatever, why are you so celebrated? Okay. And listen, pile number 2. Maybe it's 2 people that celebrate you. Maybe it's a bunch of strangers that celebrate you. But the fact that people are clapping for you means a lot. So be thankful if it, because it could also just be that people are just talking greatly about you. And that's just making people feel like, oh my God, a lot of people love them and celebrate them and whatnot. But pile number 2, be proud of this one right here. Be proud of this reading because this is a very big slap in the face for some people type of reading, but not for y'all. I mean, for the other side of the world, the naysayers, right? Any last cards on how is my pile number 2 shocking the world? Any last couple of cards on how my pile number 2 is shocking the world? Man, remember the beautiful 8 of Cups with the Queen of Swords in reverse, and then we have here the beautiful 9 of Pentacles upright. I like what I see here. I like it. The way you're shocking the world is that you're not looking back. You're not looking back at past problems, past relationships, past people, and that is shocking the world. A lot of people are like, maybe this person's going to come and get a get back. Maybe this person's going to come back around. Or maybe this person will go back to that crowd. Or, maybe this person will finally come to the high school reunion. Or maybe, this person will finally reach back out to their old group of friends. But it just never happened. Queen of Pentacles. Ooh. Why I heard on the right side of the road. Pile number 2, people are shocked because you're on the right side of the road. You are on the right track. Listen, you're shocking the world because you are doing better than a lot of the people that felt like you were not going to be better than them. People that felt like you were never going to be better than them. And you are now Queen of Swords in reverse, not even trying. And you are. That's it for today. I think you've had enough. I think you get it. You're great. That's all for today. Thank you so much for clicking on this reading. Bye, guys. So for the viewers that picked pile number 3, let's find out, how are you shocking the world? And but yeah, we have here my favorite deck. Okay, you guys might wonder, why does Jaylene use the same type of decks? It's because it's just nothing is better than home, right? I do love my other cards though. Don't get me wrong. I'm super grateful for all the cards I've received, but These are the OGs, baby. Let's talk about it. Let's get into this reading. Let me be quiet. Let's see here. How is my pile number 3 shock in the world? I heard fake. Is somebody calling you fake? How is my pile number 3 shock in the world? I heard, that's right. 2 can play that game. 2 can play that game. How was my pile number 3 shock in the world? Clear details, please. We want to eat them up with this one. You could be very private right now about what you do for work. And that could be shocking the people. Something about you is very private about your business at this current moment. 3 of Swords in the reverse next to the Fool is crazy. You're shocking the world with your quietness and the way that you're handling a certain situation in your life. I heard closing doors. I don't know if this is like a relationship or friendship as well, because listen, the 4 of Wands in the reverse can mean also instability of other relationships, not just love, you know what I mean? But someone's closing the door, or maybe you've been closing the door. That's shocking people about you. I don't know, people didn't feel like you had the guts. I feel like you're shocking the world with your decisions. Somebody here stopped living for others. Good for you. I just still need some clear details, Spirit. Like, I really do. Something about climbing a mountain. People are shocked because maybe you're doing something on the side for money that maybe some people feel like it's out of the ordinary. Hitting that bar, hitting that, you know what I mean? But pile 3 is like, you really have no shame in your game. And then, hey, if this doesn't resonate, go with the first messenger, right? Because not everyone is doing something out of the ordinary. But your lack of I heard shame. How dare they? Pile 3. People are shocked. Listen, there's something that you're doing that's making people feel like you're very immature. Whether it's that you don't want to get married, you don't want kids, you don't want the perfect lifestyle, you don't want to settle down, you're not ready to live by yourself. Whatever it is, you're shocking the world because people are now viewing you not as mature or stable-minded. People are shocked that you don't care about what people gotta say. Do you come from a very cultural background? Like, it's giving those cultural backgrounds that care too much about what other people think, or the family, or what the family think. I know my culture, they be caring too damn much about what people think. But yeah, it's like, what will people say? Pile 3 you're shocking the world because you just don't care about how your life is supposed to be. You know what I mean? Like, how it's supposed to be. Pile 3. It's like your actions is very selfish. It's like you don't even care what your granny thinks about you. Pile 3, let me tell you something about this reading right here. This is one of the best readings right here. Why I say that? Because this is where you're about to open the door to success. The moment that you have a bunch of people thinking that you're a fool for your new beginnings, or whatever you feel like is a project, or something that you know deep down is going to level you up, something that you want to do. Okay, let's just put it down here. Whatever it is that you want to do is what you're meant to do. Yes, even if people disagree, even if it goes against your values, even if it goes against their values. I mean, not yours, because obviously it doesn't go against your values if you're doing it. But this reading is special because, sweetie, you're right there opening that door of success. You're literally opening that door of freedom. Okay? The first step of being successful is not caring what people think. Like, doing what you want. Okay? Knowing the life that you want to live. Because what you don't know is that a lot of people don't get to live the life that they want, and they just settle for what they think they should be doing. Should, okay? And the Queen of Pentacles in reverse next to the Nine of Wands entails a hater. Entails somebody that feels like whatever you're doing is not bringing any benefit but shame. And I don't want you to take any of this personal. I mean, you shouldn't, because if you're living what you want to do, if you're living the life that you want to live, if you made a decision today to do something that you want to do, it should never bring you shame. It should never even cross your mind that it's a problem, right? Let's just get more cards. Let's see here. How is my pal number 3 shocking the world right now? How is my pal number 3 shocking the world right now? How is my pal number 3 shocking the world right now? How is my pal number 3 shocking the world right now? Oh, Lordy. Okay, I knew it, because I knew, like, it was, you know, the world isn't a bunch of haters. But, you know, the way you're shocking the world is just like, to start with the Magician, like, 2 majors, baby. You're living that rock and roll life, okay? It doesn't have to be literal rock and roll, but, you know, I do what I want. I love that. You know, I don't know. Dreams come true. That's what I'm hearing with you. I don't want to make it about myself. I don't want to make it about myself. But let me tell you something. What I do, you might just, you know, you're looking at me here sitting on this table, you know, in my living room. I think, oh, this is an amazing thing she does, you know. But to some people, it's shamed. It's shameful. Look at this loser doing witchcraft. You know what I mean? Going against the laws of the Lord. And for some, it's just like, wow, like, they're really doing something that they love. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so I'm telling you, the coin could be flipped in so many different ways. And let me tell y'all something, another thing. When I started this channel, I didn't even have a job. And y'all already know how many people thought I was stupid. Okay? But look at that. If I would have listened to them, we wouldn't even be right here. We wouldn't even be friends right now. You wouldn't even be watching me right now. You know what I mean? But back to you, because it's about you, isn't it? You are inspiring for some people. And that's how you shock in the world. You're inspiring people. You are like the Kim. Really, Kim? Really the Kim? The Bill Gates. I don't know what it is. Listen, I don't know what name to put you for, but let me tell you, you're just you. Like, it's just like a blueprint. Again, like, it is a blueprint. This one right here, definitely a blueprint. This one right here is definitely a blueprint. People are shocked because you are so proud of who you are and what you do and who you aspire to be and what your dreams are and everything. And let me tell you something, you might get a lot of support from your family. You might get support from your family or the people closest to you. And that is shock in the world. Like, how can they do that for a living? And their family supports them? Jesus. You know what I mean? Even if you're like an exotic dancer, it's like, how can their mother just sit there and just allow this? And your mother's probably like cheering you on. Probably even buying your outfits. Well, anyways, let me get off the topic. 10 of Cups. It's very kind. I love this because, you know, people are shocked by how happy you seem. Maybe there was something about what you were up to or something around your life that maybe felt like you were never going to be happy, or you were never going to be satisfied, or you were never going to be like, you were not going to be completely like, you know, and it could be as little as like not wanting to settle down, not wanting to get married, not wanting to have kids, not wanting, you know what I mean? Like not wanting to buy a house, you know, all the things. It could be anything. Okay, a lot of people watch me here, but whatever you felt like you were so heavily judged for, people are shocked that you're happy. Regardless if you have that or not. Or that, or whatever you're living, your truth, okay? The world is shocked if you practice witchcraft or you read cards. The world could be shocked about that. Or how right your messages are. Pile number 3, okay? Because I'm getting a little tarot reader up in here. Huh? Okay. So, yeah, like, people are shocked of how right your magic is or how right you be. Hello, okay? People are also shocked by how someone like you could be happy doing what you do or living the life that you live. Again, the shocker with the happiness. Again, right? It's like, when is it enough? Why can't I just be happy actually living the way I want to live, right? Let's see here. How was my pile number 3? Shocking the world. How is my pile 3? Shocking the world. How is my pile 3? Shocking the world. Non-attachments to what people think about you. Wow. And next to the 9 of Swords, we have here the Empress and the 10 of Pentacles. So it's like almost like people felt like, in a way, due to what people think about you, you should be suffering. Oh my God, that's how true it is. What card fell? The 4 of Swords. It's almost like something that the world thought was going to hurt you or bring you down is not making you feel in at all incomplete or bad. Okay, maybe some people felt like something in this new chapter, something that you were up to or something that happened was going to bring you so much shame that it was going to have you in this 9 of Swords energy. But it's like with the Devil in reverse, it's not even touching. It's not even falling. It's not even touching like a feather. It's not even bothering you like at all. And with the Empress, it's kind of like making you thrive even more. Right? So I'm not going to lie, pile 3. There was some people that kind of felt like your life was over with something. Your life, your reputation, who you are, your standing, it was going to be over for you. But the way you're going to shock the world, or you're shocking the world, is that it hasn't changed nothing. It actually has made you look and become better. or has actually made you really, really, really happy, and has probably shifted you into your higher purpose or into your higher calling or into someone that you always wanted to be like. And maybe you're also even being admired by that, which is also shocking the world with the support that you're receiving. All right. Okay. With the love and support and all the things that are just coming together for you is just a shocker for the world, or for part of the world. All right. Not the whole world, because the whole world ain't haters. Right. But it's just like, it's something about you that people assumed. Yo, let me tell you something. People probably betted money on. Betted money on that was going to ruin you, ruin your life. But it didn't even touch you. And if anything, it just made you rise. It just made you look better. It just kind of like threw you to like one good chapter to another good chapter to another better chapter. And honestly, I don't know why I heard like people are watching you grow, people are watching you level up. And maybe that's why I got the fool in the beginning. Maybe people felt like you were so immature for this, or you didn't know what you were doing, or you were just a child, or you were just, you don't know what decisions you're making. You're not, you're not ready for that. You don't know what you're getting yourself into. You should do this. You should do that. You know what I mean? It was just like a lot of should, that, no, why, would. And it feels like you would have been doing worse, or you should be doing worse, or you're gonna do worse. But I don't know why, but I feel like this reading is definitely like not over. Like, for example, you see how, the title of this reading is How You Shock in the World. This is like more of like how you will shock the world. So if you're maybe in that period where you feel like you're being ashamed, or you feel like maybe you're not receiving the support that that people think you're not gonna receive, it's like that's like the total opposite, pile 3. The total opposite. You don't know how good you're gonna get it. You don't know. And if you're probably living it in the right now, that you can't even believe it, how much people doubted you and your decisions, and now you're just like over the moon with all the love and all the abundance that's coming in. Like, I'm super happy for you. And again, Patri, what you teach us, everyone here in the room, is to follow your heart and do what you want to do, regardless of what you think you should do, or what is appropriate, or what others might deem as not good, or whatever. It's just as long as you want it and you're ready for it, and that's what matters. Trust me. If you live for other people, you're gonna die living for other people. Why? Because people will never really care. At the end of the day, everyone is living their own life. So yeah, people could be worried about you for 5 minutes, maybe a day or 2 or a week. But after that, sweetie, they're back to their own lives. Whether it's good, bad, miserable, great, they're back to their own lives. They don't, there's nothing they could do about you. You know what I mean? So great for you. Good for you. Because trust me, whatever it is that you went for or you didn't go for, it was all perfect for your path. So that's all for today. Thank you so much for clicking on this reading. Bye, guys.